Let's move on quickly to other issues now. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yusuf Lasun, says local government in Nigeria will be given financial autonomy in the ongoing constitution review. Lasun, who is the chairman ad hoc committee on the review of the 1999 constitution, said this at a one-day retreat of the committee on Friday in Abuja. He notes that there is a need to ensure financial independence for local governments because they are essential to a democracy and development of a country. Let's assess the situation as it's been and the journey to financial freedom so far. Ms. Okulubo, let me start this topic with you. So presently, 20% of FAC, the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, FAC, goes to the local government areas. 53% goes to the federal government, 27% to state governments, 20%. There are 774 local government areas in Nigeria. The local governments have screamed. They've screamed blue mother. In fact, they say the 20% is too small. It's too small for us to carry out the things we need to carry out: development, payment of salaries, and all whatnot. But how would you say the local governments have managed? Have they judiciously managed this 20%? The little that they're supposed to do with the 20%, would you say they've judiciously managed this money? And do they actually deserve, before we go into the issue of financial autonomy, do they deserve to call for a bigger portion from the FAC allocation?
We are a federation, for God's sake. And the smaller units are the federating units. What do we expect the local governments to do with this percentage? My dear, I don't know what local government you come from, but my local government, I'm abreast with the fact that teachers are not getting their pays as and when due. The local governments can't even finance, they can't even grade the roads. And so you find a senator who has no business talking about a road in my village, advertising the fact that he has brought a road to the village. What is the local government's role?
Well, have the local government also tried to, while looking for administrative or financial autonomy, you know, what obtained in other climes in the federal system is that local government, counties, municipals generate their own revenues. You know, it seems as if so much focus has been put on the money coming from the center, and everybody just folds their hands and is waiting for that paltry amount.
Yeah, I think that is a general problem that we have with the nation. Everybody is just used to waiting, cap in hand, to go to the center, and that is because we have a center that is too strong. If the center is not as strong as it is, and we have the federating units operating as they are and paying tax to the center, then there will be the drive to generate resources as it should be. But you can't begin to say, okay, I'm very careful when it comes to saying how have they spent what they have been given before we talk about what is due them. Again, it falls back to the issue of strengthening institutions and building our system. Because you find that the local government level, the distinguished senator said something about the reality vis-a-vis what is expected to be. When we talk about the reality that is on ground, local government autonomy has been something we've been speaking about in this nation. And we found that it was even at the local government level, the administrators themselves that at a point said, look, we don't even want autonomy. And so that speaks to you about what is going on in our democracy. Well, I mean, why will the authorities themselves be saying we don't want autonomy? That makes us, we need to begin to look at the things they see as profiting from autonomy or lack of it, you know. So there's so many issues that beg for
Senator
question.
Mamara, if the local government, the closest to the grassroots, the nursery for the democracy, the bedrock for grooming national leaders, if that is what it truly is, what do you think has caused this protraction in financial autonomy for local government areas? Why has it been so long coming? Why?
Well, Imana, let me start by saying that You see, there have been so many arguments out there. Different commentators, are proffering views, opinions, and all that. The first question is under a federal system, what I know is that usually it's the federal government and then the federation units. The federation units are the states in our situation. Then the question to ask is, can you really be talking of the local government autonomy? Does the Constitution, as we have it now, does it give autonomy to the local government? And I will tell you right away that no. The answer is no.
Section 7, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution says clearly that the system of local government by democratically elected local government council is under this Constitution guaranteed. And accordingly, the government of every state shall, subject to Section 8 of this Constitution, ensure their existence under a law which provides for the establishment, structure, composition, finance, and functions of such.
So what do you have left? By the provision of that Section 7, everything, the local governments are babies of the state.
The state government.
Absolutely. So if you go further to Section 162 of the Constitution, as presently amended, it talks of establishment of the state local government joint account, where
state governments,
what is given to the state, to the local governments from the federal, and of course what the state is putting into it,
is a joint account, which is actually administered.
It will be disbursed in a manner and in such a way as prescribed by the State House of Assembly. So when you look at that, what are you talking about? So I'm saying, and I'm happy to note from that intro,